Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to install a boot indicator light to show that the boot lid is currently open or closed on the convertible. So guys, what do I mean by that? So what we're going to do is install a boot indicator light to show currently, like it is now, my boot is open. So there's actually very little way of knowing when you're driving a convertible if your back boot is open or closed. So obviously you can see the corrugated steel just behind me here, but normally the back seats would be up. And if you have the full roof on or the full roof off like it is now, you still can't tell if the back boot is open or not because it's a little hatch and it just flips up. Obviously, like on a hard shell, it's a full back door because you'd have the glass and everything, but on the convertibles, it's very difficult to know whether it's open or closed. So looking here at all the gauges, where am I going to hide a boot LED light to show that I have the boot open and closed? And I don't really want to drill into my die stash, and I don't want to modify anything. So what do you do? So what I'm thinking of doing is this little light here. So it is a warning light to say that the handbrake is on. And I think on some models you might even have an airbag light just up here or a check engine light, but I'm just going to use the bottom of it. And I'm going to tap into the handbrake or the e-brake to show that when the e-brake is on, this will light up, but also if the boot is open, it'll also light up. So obviously when you're driving, if you know that your handbrake is down, you know then that your boot lid is also open. So we're going to tap into that wire. Okay, so I've taken out the passenger seat because I needed enough space to pull up the carpet. When you pull up the carpet, you can get to the little wire that controls the little switch for the handbrake. This is the end of it here, and here's the end that I've cut off. I'm just going to solder on a T-junction basically into it, so there's two wires coming together. It'll join back into one wire. It'll all go back in neat, nice and neat, and then we'll run the extra cable all the way back. So now here at the boot, we locate the little sensor that's just up here that tells you when the boot is open and closed. So all it is just power to a light bulb, and then the ground to it goes through a switch, so it only completes a circuit when you've actually opened the boot lid. And we can test by turning on the side lights. We have the boot open and closed. So that's all it does. So it does work. So all we're going to do is just also tap in to the negative side of that for the cable. Now give it a wiggle and off it comes. So that's now one end of the wire. Now to undo the other. Next we locate the other half of the wire and we're just going to disconnect it. Right, now we get ready to pull it out. Okay, after removing the trim, there's the light, and we're going to remove the light now. Okay, so next I've removed the lighting switch, is just here, and removed the loom. I've cut into it, spliced into it like T-junctioned, and added my wire back in. So now it's all ready to go back into the car, like as if it was never modified. So it is a straight continuing joint all the way around, and it's just teed in just here. Okay, now just to reattach it, so it just joins up there. You see it's just there. It's a little tiny skinny wire, and back on. Brilliant. Now we're just going to reattach it. Okay, perfect. Now we take the other end of the wire, which we put a spade connector on. Next we're going to join these two together. So a good tip is always to use the excess of the extra wire to make the other joiner. So then when you ever disconnect stuff, you're looking to rejoin it again. Because if you have a lot of boot connectors, you won't know which one goes where. If it's the same color wire, it makes it very easy. So we're going to join these now. Okay, that's it now joined together, so time to test. Alright guys, so I have the ignition on and the handbrake is off, so you can see that there is no light on just here. You pull up the handbrake, now the light comes on, push back down the handbrake, light goes off. So now let's check what happens if we have the handbrake off, but we open the boot door. Okay, so now we open the boot, check the ignition and the light is on. So we go back around and close the boot. So you can see it there, we're just about to close the boot. And the light goes off. We open the boot, light goes on, close the boot, light goes off. So that's really handy. So guys, if you are doing this boot warning mod, the one thing you have to know is you have to take out the bulb, so you won't be able to use the little bulb, although it is pretty much useless, because the problem is it's bi-directional, so that bulb can go in both directions. So when you pull the handbrake inside the car, this light will also light up, which is kind of ironic. But the other thing is when you're driving normally, the bulb at the front will also light up. So there's a problem there because the current is going in both directions and it's using the positive to run all the way back as a tiny voltage, but it's enough to illuminate the light in the dash. So the only thing you have to do is just disconnect that bulb. What I'm going to do is I have a little LED light here which I'll be wiring up, probably hiding it in behind all of this, so we keep it looking original, but the LED light will be there. It's a far superior light. Or you can do what I've done, is just put in an LED, which stands for light emitting diode. A diode is a one-way directional valve, so it'll let power come one way but not the other way, so we can turn on and off here like normal. And if we zoom all the way in, perfect. Or the alternative to do, rather than using all the LEDs and everything, is just to disconnect the bulb, and that's the problem solved. So guys, that's now another thing fixed on the Rabbit GTI. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you. Maybe you can give me a super thanks in the link below. And as always, thanks for watching. See you later.